welcome to Challenge Accepted, episode 17, where we talk about all things WildStar and the planet Nexus. I am your host, Bazil, and join in me, as always, the eVirtual Studio via Skype and everything awesome as someone is typing and ruining my intro once again, like every week. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
That's me, because I have a really good keyboard, unlike Baz's crappy silent keyboard.
Hey, you want to know what? You be quiet. That's Tyremus, guys. Shriggs is here, and Rusty is here. I just realized I have your overlays completely wrong. Shriggs, and tell us with your story, sir.
Hello, everyone. So as you may have noticed, I wasn't here last week. I was on vacation with the family, visiting other family down in Louisiana. And I got to tell you about this experience I had playing the Oculus Rift.
Oh, no.
Yes, I got to play that thing. And I got to play an exclusive game called Real-Le-Fay, some kind of French indie title.
Okay. Go ahead.
Here, I'll type it out in chat. Real-Le-Fay in Twitch chat. It starts where you open this door-shaped door, and there's this big, bright ball up in the sky, and it follows you wherever you go. And there was this area of just sand and water everywhere. Outside, there. Mm-hmm. And we did things like jump in this big pool of water, some kind of massive body of water. There may be a word for it, I don't know. And you play this mini game where you throw a curved discus to one person and they throw it back to you. But there's this invisible pushing force that exists everywhere in the game that it alters the trajectory of the disc. And then I ate a lot of good crawfish and seafood, and it was great.
Wow, that was such a great story. You should tell it at parties anyway. Rusty, how you doing, sir?
Doing well. How are you doing?
That's good. If you could move your webcam down just a tad for me, that'd be great. Thank you.
How's that?
That's much better. Tyremus, how are you today, sir?
I am pretty good. My throat's a little sore.
That's
so,
okay. That's all right. So we have a special guest that I'm very excited for. Chief Sarkhan, or Chief, or what would you, or Sarkhan? I mean, what? Yeah. Anyway, how are you today, sir? Good to have you on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me. You can do it either just Sarkhan, just Chief, or you can do both.
All right, sounds good. So he's on the show to talk about WildStar with us, but first, as always, what do you do in the gaming world, and are there anything that you want to socially plug or anything before we start?
What do I do in the gaming world? Well, I test a lot.
Right.
I'm a streamer. I'm part of the MMORPG.com stream team, so I stream on their channel and my own. I also am a guide writer. That's where most people probably know me, is my WildStar guides, or if you go back a little bit farther, my Secret World guides. And then I also occasionally write just general articles. Most of my guides are over on wildstarfans.net, so we definitely have to plug them in here. But also on MMORPG.com, a lot of times some of my reviews and articles we posted up over there.
All right, yeah, definitely.
And obviously everything I stream also ends up on my YouTube. So, that's what I do in the gaming world.
What is your YouTube channel, sir?
It is my name, Chief Sarkhan.
Well, that's easy. There we go.
Yeah. Twitter, I'm Chief_Sarkhan. Twitch, I'm Chief_Sarkhan. But YouTube didn't like underscores, so it just got you.
YouTube is picky about that kind of stuff.
Which is kind of funny because there's a lot of different sites out there that also don't use the underscores. Mm-hmm. So you have to, if you search for me, you'll find me. Which way does it go?
Yeah. Cool. Very cool. All right. So, WildStar, you have been a very long proponent of this game, and I think that having you on the show is kind of speaks volumes of just your experience for the game itself. So, where did you first hear about the game, and what was your initial impression of it? And I'm talking the old 2011 footage that we first got shown, which was pretty much the WoW clone version of it.
It's kind of funny. My beginning with WildStar started mid-2012. I was actually a late bloomer to the early crowd, if that's really a term or a way to look at it. But I quickly got involved with the friends and family, almost immediately, because I showed up at PAX, and I was there just doing the PAX thing, and I went to their their meet and greet. And at that time, they did not have a booth.
Mhm.
They had a closet that they kind of met with press, and they were kind of showing stuff off, but I never could find that room. That's how obscure it was.
Wow.
But I had heard enough about WildStar because I had been following the WildStar Central and Zap
Mm-hmm.
Robo and all those, and I was pretty heavy into their community there for a little while. So I made sure, I'm like, I'm going to track these people down, and I found out at the last minute that they were going to do this little off-site showing of the game.
Okay.
Well, they did their videos, and they got us drunk, and we talked about a whole bunch of stuff. And literally, I spent an hour talking about crafting with a couple of the devs.
Wow.
Yes, I've been talking about crafting with WildStar for almost 2 years. Well, I guess they were impressed because they immediately invited me to friends and family and said, "Put your money where your mouth is." And
Wow,
your
that's
efforts."
amazing. That's
And
pretty cool.
the rest of the story is here it is,
All right. So, now since you've been in since Friends and Family, obviously, what has been the biggest change other than the revamp of everything? What has been like the biggest change that you have seen that you're allowed to share with us?
The biggest change? Well, there's a lot of them. The map system would be was one of my biggest complaints
Yeah,
to begin with.
that was pretty
Um,
bad.
When it first started out, I don't know if you've read the interview with the tester questions that came out in January of 2013.
I don't think so. No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Well, in the Christmas time of 2012, they said, "Hey, ask a tester questions," and I was that tester.
Okay.
I got to write up these responses to all these questions, and they're still up on the website. But yeah, it was the map was the biggest number one problem because you would go underground or you would be trying to find stuff, and literally you'd be detecting it underground even though the map was stacked. I mean, literally I had places I could go and I would be inside an instance and I would be swimming because the world would think I'm actually in the river that's above me because of the
Wow.
way they stack the maps.
Interesting.
We've gone a long ways, and back then you actually could see inside many caves.
Okay.
You would go in the map, and the map would continue. So for exploring 100%,
Mm-hmm.
was near impossible because it was taking a factor of all these different places.
Okay. So
that
is
weren't
that why they
technically part of the
changed?
grid.
Is that why they changed it then to revamp the system a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that bugs me about that is that they put the overlay that's like no signal on top, and I mean, like, I don't care if you don't want to show me inside the cave, but could you just let me have my map so I know which way my quest is next?
I kind of agree with you there because it used to not be that overly oppressive of not showing you. But no.
Yeah, I know. I just I'm in the cave. I'm the end. I'm like, did I finish this quest? Is there still a number on top of the thing? I open it up. I'm like, I can't see anything.
Well, you can see it on your mini map. You just can't see
Yeah,
it.
just not in your. Yeah, exactly. Which I mean, it's like, if you're in a cave, you could still pull your map out, fold it out, and sit down and look at it.
Yeah. That's very true. And I mean, the thing that bugs about me there's no GPS signal is it's like, okay, we're an advanced alien race. Like, how do we not have GPS signal that can not go through caves? Like,
Well, that makes
Next
sense.
word.
I mean, GPS wouldn't work that way. But
well, I mean, but if you have intergalactic stellar travel, I mean, you could surely invent something that could that could go through a cave. I mean,
Bad.
There's
Bad.
definitely arguments for both things.
Yeah.
You should be able to see what you can see on your map. It should
Yeah.
open up. You shouldn't. Should have a choice. Do you open up the world map or do you open up your
your mini map.
instance map? You should still be able to see both. I agree with you.
I just make my mini map really big when I go in a cave and just do it that way. So I mean, whatever.
And that's, I think, with the way they designed it.
Yeah.
That's
Which
the
is
only
fine.
time I really see the overlay style of mapping really being effective.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
just
it's
my
a
opinion.
it's an interesting kind of thing to see how. I mean, even from the map from closed winter beta 1 to live is so much better. So I mean, it's nice to see that how they've really kind of progressed. But all right, so topics this week. We actually have a lot of topics. We're going to be talking about the world first kills by a couple of the guilds from Europe and North America, which is surprising to say the least. We're going to talk about Cred and just kind of explain a little bit how it's working and how it's been marketed so far.
And how we're divided on whether or not you should use it.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about some known issues and possible fixes. We'll also give you the official Carbine issue so that they know about things. Bitwise commented on nameplates, and they are working on it, which is awesome. We saw a forum post in the WildStar forums about guild taxing as a scam, so I want to talk about that a little bit and kind of go over everyone's opinions. And some guy posted he's going back to WoW, but he was happy to support the developers with his $60. So, and then a couple other changes and whatnot to Renowned, and of course, as always, our exclusive patch notes that have been given to us directly from Carbine. So, let's jump right into the topics here. I actually want to go over, not going completely off the script here. I actually want to go over the changes to Renown and other currencies. I'll link this here in the chat here. And so a lot of people have been saying that this is very, very difficult to read, and I would have to agree with them because a lot of all three currencies, Renowned, Silver, and Platinum, pretty much look all identical. And then this was posted on Reddit. They also said that a possible fix would be implemented, and then Carbine came and actually said, just confirmed with Wiseman, it's been updated, but he's not sure when it's going to go live, and that was from CRB and Lath, I believe that's how you say his name. So, once again, Carbine on top of those answers and just, saying, you know what, we hear your feedback, and here's the best way that we can actually, help you guys out with that. So, did you guys ever have a problem with differentiating the different types of currency? Chief, we'll start with you.
Yeah, currency identification has been a problem for a long time. Primarily the lack of tooltips that told you which ones they were because the look was so similar. It would have been a simple fix to just say, hey, if you're looking in your bag and you're looking at your currencies, it told you what they were. But a lot of times you go to a vendor and you look at it and it doesn't tooltip you. It just is a symbol. And I think if they had just added the tooltip, we wouldn't be having this discussion.
Yeah, no, I would definitely agree with that. I think, I mean, it really shows that they really are a very, very new developer when it comes to MMOs. I mean, yeah, they have experience from all these other different MMOs that they've been a part of, but making something yourself is like you really overlook a lot of the small details, which is fine because that's what World of Warcraft did. That's what all these other MMOs did when they first launched. They overlooked really small, simple things. So I think that we can definitely see a improvement over the next probably 3 months of just those really small things. Shriggs, your webcam isn't working anymore, by the way. So
We still have a Shriggs?
I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Okay, never mind.
My internet crapped itself.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
Well, fair enough.
That's all right.
Isn't this a better look for him, though?
Yeah, ooh, there we go. Shots fired. Anyone else ever have any problems with the currency and kind of differentiating anything? Rusty, Tyremus, Shriggs?
I don't
know. Not really, but I can see where the point is.
Yeah.
I've seen some interesting...
Like, it's all silver. It's all silver.
I've seen
That's
some
true.
interesting... I've seen some... Well, platinum and silver are relatively the same color, to be honest.
No, they're not.
But,
Platinum and silver, one's black.
Yeah.
Not that I'm in game and looking at it right now, but platinum is white.
No, but I mean,
And
like, in
silver
real
is really
life,
black.
like, silver and platinum are very similar
No, I'm
colors.
talking about the...
Renown and platinum are pretty close, but
Yeah,
Renown
how
has an
about
image
that?
of a hand on it.
I don't know. If you mouse over it, it doesn't tell you anything interesting. It tells you
No,
about
it
the
just-
renown. It's like, renown!
Like Rusty, I'm just trying to sympathize with the people who are blind.
I don't care about the blind people. They should be playing games.
Wow. Speaking of blind people, actually, this is actually a good segue, guys. I'm really proud of you. Speaking of blind people, there was a post on Reddit today saying that as someone who's been like really almost blind, he says that WildStar is probably one of the best games for MMO wise that he's played, and I'll link that here in the chat. for a really good kind of an interesting read there. You can watch his video, and he kind of describes why he's able to play this game so well, even though he's like really visually impaired, which is hats off to Carbine for actually doing that, because not a lot of games come launch like that. Like a lot of games, you have to use a mod or something else just silly.
Speaking of money and mods, there was that bag add-on, the one, the space bags or whatever. They say it's fixed, but be wary. If you buy extra bank slots with it, it buys every single one of them with all the available money that you have.
That was a fun experience.
Did you do that?
I did, and it bought like 3 bank slots, and I was just like, God damn it! But now I got 3 bank slots, so what am I gonna do?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're gonna buy them at some point. So
Yeah,
it's not a lost cause, but
It was a stupid learn. It was like, this is my fault, not the game's fault. I'm not, because I saw people were requesting money back, and I'm like, that's not their fault. That's you for being lazy and wanting a bank stash add-on. That's your own fault.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how mods can kind of mess up the game a little
Surfy
bit.
says he used it and it seemed to work fine this time around.
Yeah, I don't use a bag mod, so there's no point in.
I just need junk it.
Yeah,
Right.
Junket's amazing.
Which one of us should take our glasses off?
Yeah, I was about to say we're all wearing glasses, so.
There we go.
No, I'm not taking my
I
glasses
can't see
off.
anything.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I tried driving today without my glasses on. That was a fun experience.
How'd that go for you?
I almost hit a car in front of me because I didn't see the red light.
That's not good.
But it was a good experience. I learned something. I'm a better person for it now, and we can move on
Hey, Faye. All
together.
right.
Me and the guy I almost killed.
So, nice. All right, so Bitwise came out yesterday at about 3 o'clock their time and said, hey, everyone, I just want to give a quick note saying that in the next patch there will be 2 fixes checked in. One should be greatly reducing, if not completely eliminating, the problem of disappearing nameplates due to bad collision checking, which is nice. And then the other bug will be disallowing drawing a hit arrow to enemy players that are flagged as PvP, which
I think that's fair. I thought it was I thought that was a really elegant solution, as opposed to just like ripping the whole thing out of the game and having to do stuff. I thought it was really clever.
well, yeah, because Trackmaster would be completely useless if they did that. So
Yeah. Well, it's not just Trackmaster. Their whole quest mapping system. The way that you click on a quest and you get the arrow, it uses the exact same code that they're using a Trackmaster to draw those lines to all those things.
gotcha.
So it would have rendered those arrows enabled to happen. So I think that was a really clever solution.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how Bitwise and Cougar are always just like, oh yeah, we can try and fix that, or oh, we didn't know that. We'll fix that right away. Sorry about that. Yeah, I like the interaction that those two have with the community, because Bitwise is in charge of I think like the coding and stuff or something, right? I don't know.
Bitwise?
Bitwise?
Bitwise is a server guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
add-ons.
Yeah. Okay.
And
right.
add-ons and stuff.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah.
charge
Yeah.
of
Yeah, add-ons.
LUA.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, they're pretty on top of things.
yeah, they are.
The things that you haven't seen that we used to break back in the day.
Oh, really?
There's just so many things that we used to get away with that had to be fixed and plugged. Yeah, they've learned to become very quick on their response.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Was it?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, was it really broken originally?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say broken. There was just things that we could get away with using the UI and modding that definitely just did not need to be going to live. So these drawing of dots, minor in
That's true.
comparison.
Yeah, like Trackmaster is really useful for like healers, especially like an Esper or a Spellslinger that have like that line kind of heal. And if you're healing the main tank and you have 20 people you're trying to figure out where's what, well, then that line is going to be very useful.
I feel like it kind of neuters the disarm mechanic.
Oh, see, I don't use it for the disarm mechanic because I want to find my weapon myself. But that's just me.
Yeah,
I'm a purist. So
I'm actually using Harvest.
Purist,
So-
you have like 37 add-ons.
No,
on your
Yeah.
machine.
Shh,
How
I
pure are you
shh.
gonna be?
It's actually up to 45, but you be quiet. Hush.
That's brutal.
Dude, no, it's necessary to me just because
Necessary.
I'm an add-on.
To be a purist, it's
Yeah.
necessary to be a purist.
Yep. Dude, I'm an add-on junkie. Dude, for a while I had like 160. It's ridiculous.
That's too
No
much.
wonder you can never get a good frame rate.
Yeah. I was about to say.
No, my friend. Actually, since the optimization thing for AMD users, I've actually jumped about 20 frame rate, which is nice.
You started this conversation when you said AMD. That was your problem.
Well, you know what? One of you needs to buy me a new processor that's Intel, and then we won't have this problem. So, I'm just saying, man. Just saying. Shriggs, you're about
Sure,
to get a job.
pay me.
Yeah. Wait, that doesn't work that way. Okay, whatever. So, anyone else have any experience with nameplates disappearing? Because I never had that problem. Chief, did you ever that?
I turned them
did you-
off because I can't stand them.
Oh, fair enough. Chief, did you ever have that problem in live of them disappearing and just not coming back?
Nope, not in live.
All right. That's all.
I don't know. I have them set that I only care about enemies and merchants. Those are the only ones I want to see.
Pretty
And
much.
the only time I see all of them is when I disband from a group. Then I see everyone's until I zone, and then they go away again. That's been the only problem.
Yeah, BG plates is a little bit buggy in that respect, but
I haven't gotten BG plates to work. I broke down and finally installed it, and I can't get it to work, so I hate it. So I'm not going to use it anymore.
I saw the one that you posted recently. The whatchamacallit, the simple one. I really want that. I think that looks.
oh
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah, the guy that's
Viking one?
yeah,
Yeah,
the-
he wants to do like
s-
an Art Deco one. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he does that, I'll be using that instead of the potato UI is not bad. It's just I want my Pearl X frames. Damn it, I want those in WildStar because those were awesome. Those were like the best.
No, the UI is really nice. I don't think that
The
it
UI
needs tampering with.
isn't bad, but I don't like that the text on it isn't like as customizable as I'd like it to be. But
You can go in and change the files manually
oh
and do all that.
well, I don't want to. That's too much effort. I just want to install an add-on. And, just do
You're
it that way.
You're right.
Yeah, I know, right? Screw
I know.
that. Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Well, you know what? In that respect, I installed an add-on to change my FOV.
Oh, I want to get that one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just-
it's great. I got my FOV at 80. I can see more things.
I want my
80?
FOV at 360.
Yeah, I like.
You can only
80
do
is-
120. That's the max you can ever go.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
once
have
you
to
get to
break the system.
120, it's a little.
It's a little fish lensy. Why would you use 80? See, okay, so Chief, this
He's
is
a spell slinger, though.
See, Chief, this is a discussion that we've had a while. Do you think an FOV slider is necessary in an MMO at all?
A what slider?
FOV, field of view slider.
Field of vision.
So it's basically something that you would use in like a first-person shooter to widen or decrease your field of view. Which my argument is you just zoom in and out because they have such a huge camera distance in this game. You don't need an FOV slider.
I could see the potential of a FOV slider if you played on, say, a widescreen monitor or something, but really, I don't think it is ever needed in an MMO like this. First-person shooters potentially, but
Yeah.
or even a car driving one where you want the peripherals. But no, I don't. I've never really played with that. Like I said, I do the same thing. I just zoom in and out.
Yeah.
It changes the way it bends, but I also have a 27-inch monitor, so
Same here. I could use that.
it's
And I need to see people coming from the side better.
yeah, because it fishbowls it. It's not. Oh man. Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Nothing. I'm not playing the game. I didn't just die. What are you talking about? Yeah.
I'm being ganked, so but
Yeah.
I'm standing there like not.
If your FOV was higher, you would have seen him coming.
No, he was a stalker. He goes out of nowhere. So
So, Chief, my next question for you is do you use any add-ons at all in your gameplay?
I do use add-ons, but I don't use add-ons that necessarily change the looks, but provide information. I'm an information junkie. I like to write things down. I'm known for being a little obsessive with spreadsheets. I've probably got, 30 tabs worth of Excel data on WildStar alone.
Oh my
So
gosh.
if I can have an add-on that gives me that information without me having to type it, I'm all for it. I don't like necessarily changing how I interact with the game, though. I kind of like the way they've done most things. So most of my add-ons are centered around that type of stuff.
Are you using the stock market one? Though, like the one that you add into whatchamacallit, the commodity thing, and does all the graphs and draws out all the information.
I have installed it. I haven't actually tried it yet, just because I wanted to take a look at it. But like I've got the Lore Keeper. It kind of keeps track of information. I've got the ones that supports the different websites for their add-ons because it's all about the information.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm pretty stock. Unlike World of Warcraft, where I was at the 100 add-ons, I'm not using much here. I do have stuff like to sell junk, so I get the little button that'll sell the junk for me. I don't like to have it do it automatically. I still like to push the button.
Mhm.
So I still like to maintain control. So a lot of the add-ons I install, I'll disable it down to just the one thing or the two things I want it to do.
Right.
So
Do you use my favorite add-on so far is Cheat Simon. I love that add-on.
Because Baz is terrible at mini games.
I'm terrible.
That's-
I'm so
What happened,
bad at
Bess?
what? What?
All of our things are your add-ons.
What do you mean?
I'm looking at Twitch right now, and all of our images are your add-ons scrolling up and down.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, I'm sharing this screen. I'm gonna move it over to my other window. My bad.
Well,
I've been
the
using
add-ons are
Simon
about
as well. I have been using Simon. I used it the other day in. I know it's not cheating because Bitwise says it's not cheating, but I used it in Farside. And I
Yeah,
got
for
the
that
Puzzle Master
stupid one.
achievement.
Yeah.
But
You
12
filthy casuals.
Yeah, I
And you
was.
could also handwrite it. That's what I normally do. But I was just like, I don't want. I'm not doing that.
It supports the laziness in me. It's awesome. Just like, yeah, this is a Simon puzzle. Cool. Yep, complete the quest. All right, that's excellent. So, all right, so
You're
let's
like
move
an
on.
addict that drinks wine because
Well,
it's better
hey.
for you.
Yes.
In some respects, back in the day, a lot of these quests that have these pass-fail criterias, you'd never had to do anything. You just, as long as you click the buttons to go through it,
Yeah.
you
really?
got completion. So at least that was one of the early feedbacks. Is like, you really need to make some of these failable because then what's the point of even trying? So
Yeah, no, I would 100% agree with that, Chief. I think that the interactions for the quest are definitely need some sort of like fail safe, I guess. Like if you don't do it, I mean, yeah, you maybe get like knocked back or knocked down or some dot on you, but then you just click on it again and you complete it. So maybe like something needs to fall on top of you and crush you to death or something. I don't know. But
some of them will shock you with lightning and stuff.
Yeah,
so
Yeah, they do.
Has
They
potential
do
to kill you.
shock you. And yeah, I mean, I've died from trying something over and over again. Although I gotta admit though, like I did this one when it's close, it's way higher level, like 48 or something like that, in the closed beta, and I got through all the whole process. I did all the stupid Simon Says things, and I got all the way through it. And then I kept failing on this last one, and eventually went back in the room, and it just didn't give me the puzzle anymore. And I was like, the game just the shots
like, look, man.
shots fired.
It doesn't. You don't need this.
the
Just
game's
move
like,
on, man. Go
the
find
game's
something
like,
else.
this game's like, nah,
So-
sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Well,
It's
here's
like,
the
come back
one
with
issue
guts
I
and-
have with the Simon add-on.
What?
I can't be in TeamSpeak anymore and say, "Hey, Baz, you're doing a Simon Says puzzle? Red, green, green, blue, blue, yellow, 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 red, 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 red."
Yeah, you used to do that to me. It pissed me
Oh
off.
man, that's awesome, Shrix. I would have done that.
Do you know
too.
what's funny, Shrix? That's the
And
reason.
now Simon has ruined it.
That's the reason I got it. It was because you do that. Because I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this. Chief, you were gonna say something. What were you gonna say?
no,
No.
I'm good.
Okay, you're good. All right. Moment's
Okay.
over. I got you. All right, so let's move on here. Let's talk about the world first because I think that's going to be an interesting topic here. World First happened within a week of the game launching, which is really surprising, honestly, but not surprising if you follow like all the super hardcore guilds that get paid to do this crap. I mean, they were all level 50 within 24, 72 hours. They were all attuned in 48 hours. So I mean, it's something that they do. It's something that they need to do in order to get paid. So it's no surprise. But the difference is a lot of people were surprised, and I'd like to get the devs' reaction to this. In all honesty, I'd like to ask Stefan and a couple of other devs are like, "Oh yeah, it'll be like a month or so before people get into our raids and start raiding," and it's like, no, that's not the case. So, Chief,
Well, it
I
takes
think
a
they
month.
meant normal
It takes a
people.
month to get into the second raid, like the 40-man. It takes a month.
A month.
Because you actually have to do things for a month. There is no way to make it
oh okay,
faster. And that's part of the fact that you need part of the Elder Gems thing and part
Yeah.
of like the way that the progression works. So like you cannot do it faster, so it does take a month. But I think what more or less they were talking about, like downing the whole thing, is going to take a little while. And I'm not surprised the first two bosses were a little bit easier.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Yep.
Chief, as far as World First go, like, what's your whole take on them, and are you surprised that guilds have been able to go this quickly in Genetic Archives?
Well, that's a two-part question, so we'll address the second part first.
All right.
I'm not surprised that some guilds are capable of getting there that quickly. Actually, I'm doing the first part first. Anyway, simply for the fact that there was a lot of testing going on, and I wouldn't be surprised if some members in those guilds were part of the initial raid testing, so they call it insider knowledge. I mean, I have some of that. I did some of the raiding as part of the testing. But I wasn't in a hurry to charge forward. So it's their play style. So it's not surprising at all that there's some people that were capable of getting there and getting back into what they've already probably seen.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say all of them were participants. Even if it was only one of that person's guild helped.
Right.
That's enough to get you going. I don't
Yeah.
think the raid itself, because it is the first one, is to the point where it should have taken much longer.
Okay.
Reasonably speaking, if none of them had any experience, I would have said a week
Oh,
would
really?
have been possible. I mean, because you have good guilds out there that are 200 people,
And they're
500
good
people
guilds
a
that
day.
just like they have nothing to do. Like
Yeah.
they have a week. They took a week off of work. They don't have work. They're all online. All 40 or 20 of them are together online. 12 hours a day
You level
playing.
as a group all the way through.
Mhm.
Everybody knows what you do, and they know when you take 2 steps to the left what you're doing next.
Yeah.
That type of cohesiveness within a group, no raid is going to stand for long, 20 man or 40. But the problem is why it usually takes so long when a new raid comes out for guilds to conquer them, is getting to that level of knowing how to dance with each other.
Yeah.
Let's just call it dancing. You got 20 people who know how to dance. Raid bosses, no matter how hard they are, shouldn't take that long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, guilds like Enigma, which is one of the top North American guilds for like World of Warcraft and all these other MMOs that they've been a part of, like they've been raiding together for 10 plus years. Like it's been almost the exact same people for 10 years. So they know each other. They're able to just kind of bounce. It's like sports teams. It's like a football team, a well-rounded football team. You just know how far the guy's going to throw the ball. You know where to run. You know where to catch. You know where to jump. So I mean, in terms of dancing, that's 100% accurate, because like they have a post on their website that did we get world first, because they're not sure about the in-game clock and everything. But
they did figure that out.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they got it before the Tuesday reset. So
Okay.
the U.S. server got world first, and then EU got EU first.
EU first, world second. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really interesting to see just how quickly certain guilds are able to just completely go through all this stuff. Like, I remember when World of Warcraft released their Firelands thing, like the top guilds were done in 24 hours. And Blizzard's like, oh, that's our bad. So come back 2 months from now when we have more
Yeah.
content.
I want to bring up something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, Shrakes.
we're talking about these top guilds, but how many other guilds are behind them in terms of boss kills? Like
None.
when I pulled up the link, yeah, it's Eugenics and Death and Taxes who have gotten a kill.
Well, Death
one
and
else.
Taxes and Enigma. Wildstar
Okay,
progression, I don't think is updated correctly because it's
Like
Yeah.
Baz, how long do you think it'll be before we even step foot into a dungeon? Our guild.
well, it'll probably be a couple months.
Attunement's going to be really the kicker. How
yeah.
fast we can get to
Exactly.
level 50 and how fast we can get attuned, and that's going to depend on
Just
what
everybody.
20 people
And
are
then
going to
there's
make
the
it.
actual learning the dungeon and the bosses that we didn't do in beta like these other guilds have.
Yeah.
So in reality, when the dev said it'll take you guys at least a month to get to the raids, they probably weren't even thinking of the top tier guilds. They knew how fast they were going to get in.
No, and that's actually very, very fair. I mean, I think they were talking about the average guild like the one that we have. I mean, it's not very difficult to see that the average player isn't going to be able to play, like 90 hours a week just in playing. Like Enigma, they used to get paid in World of Warcraft to raid, so I mean, yeah, they were. I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen like Insidia or a couple other like the top WoW guilds in WildStar, because I know a couple of them have quit. Like I was really happy to see Death and Taxes come back. They were an awesome North American guild back in the day. But Chief, did you do any hardcore raiding back in your days?
I've done my fair share, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do it in World of Warcraft, EverQuest? Like, what was your best experience in that hardcore environment?
I've done both. I've done EverQuest. I've done World of Warcraft. I've done Dark Age of Camelot.
Dark Age
That's
of
where
Camelot.
I really got my gaming start, was Dark
That's
Age of
right.
Camelot. So how about going on a raid that's also PvP environment? Hey,
Those were awesome.
hey, you almost got that guy killed, and oh wait, we're about to get jumped. So there's places for that. I'm kind of more of a casual gamer now. I'm more about the crafting and the econ PvP and all that kind of stuff. But I do love my raids, and WildStar has definitely got some phenomenal ones that I look forward to getting to.
Yeah, yeah. The Genetic Archive looks just simply awesome, and Datascape, the 40-man, is going to be awesome as well. I can't wait to fight rooms as bosses. That'll be a lot of fun.
I mean, I was a little excited to go there because if you've seen my Twitter, I did go into the core on my level 14. Not saying I was going, but I was by myself.
Awesome. All right. So, anyone else has anything to add on the world first kills or anything? Rusty Taramis?
No, I'm
Good.
All
The only
righty.
thing I would have to say
Yeah.
about World First is the fact that there's so much focus from Carbine on World Firsts for just certain types of content and not others. I think it was a missed opportunity to recognize other progressions.
Mm-hmm.
You got your World First raids, you get your World First, dungeons,
Challenges.
World First 50s, but then there's so many other things that could have been tagged that they didn't.
Well.
It's just a new company learning, so.
Now, did it announce that so and so guild got world first in game, or was that just server wide?
It's just server wide, I believe.
Because-
I don't know.
Because I know, like, server first, tier 5 trade skill profession was announced in servers, and like, server first spellslinger to 50, server first esper. That stuff was announced. I saw that a lot, like during Head Start.
Yeah.
I think Onrez got
Server first for his faction.
yeah
No,
server
for his
server
He
first.
got world first weapons master.
Oh, he got world
oh,
first.
world first.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's like,
Damn.
yeah, he's a super crafter. I forgot about that.
He tested quite a bit to make sure he knew exactly how to get to where with what for his trade skill, and he learned it out.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't even in game 6 hours, and he was mining in White Veil. I mean, he was just on it.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, and
He
that's
was
what
only
it
level-
takes to get a world first, and that's why, while I like world firsts, in some respects, it's kind of like it makes it a race, and you miss so much of the game to do that.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I'm still not level 30 yet.
Yeah.
I'm still 14.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
I was
still.
gone for a week.
I'm still like level 23, and I've just been enjoying the game, so whatever.
He's just doubled. He's really a 12.5. Don't lie.
Oh, be quiet. All right, so we're going to talk about some known issues and some possible fixes that people have suggested on Reddit. Links will be in the chat there. So if you're level 40 and you want to purchase a speed increase, don't do it because it'll buy it 3 times and you'll spend like all your money.
1.5 plat.
Yeah, 1.5 plat, which is a ton of money for just anybody, really.
Mm.
Well, I mean, if you're like me and you don't do a lot of market flipping and crafting, then
No, not even with market flipping. Just going through Farside, you make like 3-ish plat.
Are you
if you do all the
serious?
quests. Yeah, I made quite a bit of money in Farside before I
Wow.
left. Now I'm on Wilderun. Yeah,
Nice.
it wasn't bad.
All right. Well, there you go. Another tip from Rusty: do all the quests in Farside, make a ton of money. So the possible solution is mail all but 55 gold to an alt, then go to the mount vendor, dismount. After dismounting, attempt to purchase the training. After purchasing it, log off and back on. Check the vendor. If he only has the level 50 training, then you receive the training. It's not guaranteed to work, but people have said that this has actually been working.
Also, you're not supposed to have any open amp or what's the other thing? No amps or builder points, otherwise it won't buy it.
Really?
I read that. Yeah, I read Bitwise was trying to figure out how the hell that was going to work.
That's a fun bug.
Yeah.
They know that the bot AFK detection in PvP is a little bit too strict. Carbine is aware of this. And they're going to have a report tool coming in a few days, which I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm
'cause-
stoked about the report tool, and I really hope that they stop the arena invites thing. You should an arena invite shouldn't have like a whole like spiel of text in it either. It should just be like a name
Yeah.
and like this, and then some splash text like so and so invites you to this arena team.
hmm
And
Exactly.
that stuff, and that you should be arena team name is the only thing you can type in. You shouldn't be able to type all that other stuff in. And I think
Have you guys noticed, like, I've been getting the mail, right? You get the mail
Yeah.
with the buy gold. But have you been getting the mail that has like 1 copper in it?
That's awesome. I was like, thanks for the free copper.
Well, yeah, but what happens is you go down and you delete, and then those ones force you to have to accept something before you delete, and I'm afraid to open them.
No.
I'm afraid
Well,
to
it
take
doesn't-
that.
No,
it
you're
doesn't
fine.
matter. You can actually
doesn't
even
flag you?
reply. You can reply to them and send the emails back, and it doesn't flag you. They,
Alright.
they said that was a rumor, apparently.
Okay.
Syrup, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
I
gonna-
want to see that now, too.
All right, so a couple other fixes that I want to go over is if you're using Heal Buddy and you die and you're experiencing like a massive frame drop, that's why disable Heal Buddy and report it because
When
the
you're when you're dead, apparently
you shouldn't be using Heal Buddy in the first place. You should be learning how to heal without add-ons. I'm just saying that.
I
From
can't
the-
fathom.
Yeah.
I can't fathom. Yeah, coming from the guy that has like 100 add-ons.
I don't have any. I don't have any heal add-ons, so you can suck
You're
it,
not
sir.
a healer.
Well, my
Yeah.
Esper is. My
You're,
Esper's a
you're
healer.
stalker. When would you last play your Esper?
I haven't yet, but he's sitting in my character. He's sitting in my character.
2
creation.
days later, I've installed all these heal add-ons.
Heal Buddy's
It's too
amazing.
hard.
I
It
don't
was
know.
Too hard.
I don't. I don't use add-ons for healing ever. Never use them in WoW. Never gonna use them to begin with. So
I like the one where you can mouse over where it selects the guy without having to actually
that could
What?
be a macro though. So that's not really an add-on.
no.
Yeah, but we can't.
No,
have
no, no,
that.
no. When it's called grid. Instead of actually like you can't click. You just mouse over it like you just hover, and as soon as you're hovering over, you can do it.
That's technically not cheating because you can do that with a macro. I mean,
Eh,
that's
it works so much better with like the grid is awesome.
well, yeah. Grid's amazing. I use that in World of Warcraft, but that's not like a cheating add-on like Heal Buddy or Healbot. That was like, I'm just press one button and I'm healing everybody. No, that was stupid. That's for losers.
I don't even know how that works in this. Like
I
still
don't know
have to-
either. I don't know either, but that's okay.
I don't know, it seems
Anyway,
ridiculous.
let's move on.
Ah,
Anything in this Reddit post you guys saw that popped out at you guys? Chief Shriggs, anything? No.
I wish his name was Chief Sturgs now.
Chief,
Chief Shriggs.
Chief, anything that you found that's a possible workaround for something that you found buggy wise or anything?
Honestly, most of my time keeps me, or most of the things I do keep me too busy to go to Reddit very often unless somebody kind of points me there. So I haven't really seen too much. Yeah, no.
Okay, fair enough. Awesome. All right.
I did
Rusty.
notice that I know how you guys are always complaining that you set your UI and then you sign out and sign in, and then your UI is all screwed up again, and how much you hate that.
Well, yeah, my chat options never save, and it's so infuriating.
Here's what you do. So I know that everyone's using like Eagle or whatever the hell it is to make your science spot stay in the right science spot. You just set everything up. It's not even I'm not joking with you. Set everything up, and then you hit Alt F4, and it boots you out of the game. And then you sign back into the game, and what happens is the loader stops reading the information from the server and starts reading the information from your files.
Okay.
And then all of your add-ons are saved the way they're supposed to be now.
Oh, see.
Oh, that's neat.
So you have to have an add-on to do this, or you can just
No,
Alt F4?
No. You log into the game, and if your stuff's not in the right place, you Alt F4. You crash the game.
But you
Uh-huh.
put
If you
everything in the
exit-
right spot.
Because if
first.
you exit the game,
Then it will reset itself.
it'll reset
to whatever
everything and then
the server
save
wants.
what you have.
So
But if you
so
Alt
Testing
F4,
this.
it doesn't save.
I just tested it. If my science bot doesn't come out with the one I chose, I'm coming after you.
All right,
Hey,
I
no,
just
no,
did
no.
it. I tested it before. ScienceBot came back up. Windows, my bag was the right size. Everything was where it was.
see.
Okay. If you're gonna do science, like you should get Newton.
Why do I need Newton? I don't
Okay.
need Newton.
So Newton is fantastic. It auto summons your science bot when you're not there, and then when you attack things, it auto scans them.
Yeah, but what happens is when we're doing PvP and then we see that one stalker whose name we won't say, who's running around, and then I see a science bot floating in the air.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Best.
No, that's not me. That's not
No,
me.
it's-
I don't
it's
do
not
that.
Baz.
No, it's not me.
No, we haven't PvP'd with him. But we'll be out, and then
Yeah.
I'll see the flag carrier go, and I'll just see a robot floating in the air, and I'm like, "Your Newton's on." And he's like,
Gun time.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, the scan bot will disappear once you go into stealth, and I don't use any add-ons for my science stuff, so.
Oh, I like Newton. It's
No.
fantastic.
I-
I just turned it off in PvP.
Oh.
But I don't have stealth, so even if I didn't, it would just look like a bot.
Well, just like how the heal bot refuses to, if you're being healed by a heal bot, that a medic can heal you. It's one of the reasons why I was like, maybe engineers aren't where I need to be right now. Maybe
There's a lot of bugs in the engineer.
I'll wait.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on here to the cred system. I know, Rusty, you bought cred for $20
Yes.
on the Carbine store and then sold
As
it.
soon as the store went live, I bought one, and I think I was one of the first people on our server to sell cred because the value of cred was through the roof.
How much did you
Uh,
make?
It was 7.6 plat.
That
I
was
think.
not worth selling it for.
Okay, so
easy.
Continue.
yes,
Right,
continue.
Shriggs is under the belief that
Just-
he's going. If you wait longer, it will
Yes.
get back.
I believe that, but for right now,
I say this because I
can
didn't
use-
wait long enough on gems in Guild Wars 2.
Yeah.
I can buy one every 22 hours, and that's what I've been doing. So I buy one, I test it. I got 7.6. It's pretty sweet. Now I got another one sitting in my bank waiting to go out.
What-
And maybe I'll hold it. Maybe I'll sell it. I don't know, but I have the option now.
So-
and
So my question is you can buy cred and then choose not to use it then? You can like trade it to other players and stuff? Is that how it works?
Yeah. So you know where your boom boxes and stuff sit? Your
Yeah,
little present?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It sits in there, and then you claim it. Once you claim it, it locks itself to that character. Once it's
Okay.
been claimed, you can't gift it. But it sits
Okay.
on the left side of the screen instead of the right where your normal things are.
Okay, all right.
And if someone is your account friend, and let's say Shriggs is out of money and his account's about to expire, I can gift it to him, and then that will give him 30 days of game time.
Oh, it's
and then
30
I'll ask
days.
him-
It's
Yeah,
30.
and then I will ask him for 15 platinum. Because that's something that Shriggs knows.
Wait, 30 days?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's $5 more than if you had a subscription,
Yes.
and which is
Well
is
done,
Because it's more
Carbine.
malleable.
Well, no, that's
Yeah.
actually a huge deal because Carbine's losing out on $10 right there.
No,
I mean-
no, they're making 5.
they're making your subscription is $14.99,
Yeah, but
And they're
but,
making-
and a
Wait.
cred is 20.
but you said 60 days of game time.
No, 30.
No, I said 30
Oh,
days.
I
and
thought
then
you said
30.
60. I was like, wait, what? That's
Oh.
okay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea though. They're the money that you make off of it is actually higher than if you went to a gold seller.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, like
Which is nice that I get those emails now. It lets me know if my credit is worth enough to sell now. I think to myself, I spend 20, I can get 10 gold, 100 gold for $10. No, I'm gonna make money on this.
yeah. Well, no, it's funny because like gold sellers are selling 100 gold, which is 1 plat, for around 15 to 18 bucks. And
Do they
you
even know how much gold is worth?
And well, no, of course they don't, because it's World of Warcraft stuff. But you go to the cred system, you spend 20 bucks, you can make 700 gold off that. I mean that's like Carbine
God,
really
you know what?
meant what they said when they're going to make gold sellers go out of business in their game.
Yeah.
Chief, have you bought any cred yet?
I have, but it's just sitting there waiting to see if I have a friend that's going to need to extend their subscription at the end of the month,
That's fair.
or if the prices level out. I haven't been watching. Hearing that it sold for 7 plat seems fairly reasonable at the beginning, but I suspect that, like I was saying earlier, I would see that 20 to 30 gold a day would be about the benchmark to pay for a subscription for 30 days.
Or you 20 to 30 plat, you mean? Or gold?
No, 20 to 30 gold a day times 30 days is what he's looking at.
Yeah, so you're looking at the people that have the time to play and how much they can reasonably make and still keep some for themselves to pay for their subscription. So I'm saying 20 to 30 gold for a level 50.
So
It's
about
Really?
so
reasonable.
like
at
6
9
plat.
plat.
Yeah, it's 9 plat.
Yeah,
6 to 9 plat,
Yeah,
somewhere in
6 to
that
9,
game.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
so I think it's going to level out about something like that, because a level 50 that's got 12 hours a day, that's going to be easy in a month.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
They're not going to pay the subscription.
well, especially if they add a bunch of dailies. I mean, they're going to have to be really careful with that too, because like the WoW dailies just got out of control. I think when I quit the game, I ended up with almost 120,000 gold or something like that just off dailies, and because that's all I ever did was just dailies and PvP. But like, if I think Carbine's going to have to be a little bit careful with that. I'm curious to see how many dailies they're going to add and like what rewards they're going to actually do. They might just end up going to just a strict like dailies to just give elder gems or something, or crafting mats or something.
They'll always, of course, limit the amount of dailies you can do. I mean, my grandfather, when we played World of Warcraft, would do 30 dailies. You can only turn 25 in, and then he'd have 5 for the next day. So he always had, I think after day 2, he had 10 dailies every day that he didn't have to do. And he maxed 2 accounts out with
Gold.
9 characters with full gold before they shut him down for being a gold farmer. And then they discovered he wasn't, which was the most. He was very angry when they.
Well, yeah, because Blizzard Systems is pretty bad at detecting gold farmers.
Well, I mean, it's a good failsafe. Like if a guy owns 2 accounts and on each of the 9 characters on his realm he has max gold, I would be concerned too.
but
It's just that my grandfather's retired and he's got nothing but free time.
yeah. Well, max gold in WoW is what 9999999 something like that. Like
They just bumped it. I don't know what it is now, but it used to be like just under 9 million.
what? That's a lot of gold your grandfather had.
Yeah, he wouldn't give anyone like I'd want the mouse, and I'm like, come on, Gramps, help me out. I'm gonna help you in raids and stuff. And he's like, nah, go earn it yourself. Thanks.
What'd he spend it on?
Nothing.
Nothing. He just stored it.
He just hoarded
Stored
it.
He actually had me help him start a guild so that he could buy a guild bank, and then he kicked the rest of the family out of the guild just so he'd have a guild vault for himself.
My type of grandfather.
Yeah, all right.
Do we have him in the guild? I want that tax money.
Yeah, like is he not gonna play WildStar? I want to meet this man. He sounds like fun.
We need him in our guild, and we
I
need
didn't
all the
introduce
tax.
my grandparents to WildStar because I think that
Arthritis?
WildStar's too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking
You know what
of
I mean? I don't think Telegraphs would be good
Yeah.
for my grandparents.
speaking of guild taxing, speaking of guild taxing, guys, guild tax might be a scam according to a user on the
That's
WildStar
ridiculous.
forums. Yeah.
Roll.
Cybra X.
Oh, that doesn't sound douchey at all.
Posted this. Let me get this straight. You can hike up the guild tax percentage with no feedback to players in the guild. For example, I join a guild with no tax, only to find later it's been hiked up. What kind of bullshit is this?
Isn't it only 5%?
Yeah, you can't change it.
So he means it's been hiked up from off to on.
Yeah, I've tried looking if there's options. Chief, was there any anything back in the day where you could change the guild tax at all? Because I know it's only set at 5%.
I think you used to be able to.
I believe there was a setting for it, but now if it's just on or off,
It's 5, yeah.
I think it's semantics regardless. I think
When-
anybody that's in a guild should be willing to pay the tax to buy the extra bank.
You know what?
All that
Most of my money doesn't come from drops from mobs. So like, I mean, I don't barely even notice the influx. Like most of the money I get is coming from
You're not going to
like,
notice it anyway.
gathering professions or.
And it doesn't tell you. It doesn't go, you've made 4 gold, 5% has gone to Guild Vault.
Yeah.
It just says you've made
Yeah, not like Guild
whatever the
or
difference is.
Warcrafts.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like, okay, so Chief, what are your thoughts on the guild tax? And do you think that this is a smart move to kind of create more of a community kind of wide system for players to be kind of forced to help out the guild rather than just kind of staying in there and just mooching off everybody?
Well, this would be my last thought because I need to jump over to my other show. But
Sure.
I think guild tax should be a given part of the understanding of being in a guild. A guild is supposed to be a family. A guild should support each other in everything they do. And if you're heavy into raiding, you're going to expect a certain amount of repair costs. I'll tell you, the higher level you gear, that repair cost is going to get expensive. And why not generate the funds to the guild and have the guild support that on really bad run nights, or buying potions and food and all that other stuff, than having to foot the bill yourself.
Yeah.
So anybody that says, oh, guild tax are evil, doesn't understand how teamwork works.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you,
Libertarian.
Yeah. All right, so Chief, since you have to go ahead and plug all your stuff one more time, and we'll say goodbye.
All right, well, I'm Chief Sarkhan. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch at Chief_Sarkhan. You can find me on YouTube and other social networks at Chief Sarkhan, all one word. I'm a streamer. I'm a guide writer. I'm a, general community person. I've been around far, far too long in WildStar. I hope to see you in and out of game in the future. Thanks for having me on the show. I got to jump over to Mog Unleashed for an interview with some of their devs.
hunt us down, and we got to be rivals.
Yeah, thanks so
wait,
much
that's a
for
player.
thanks for so much for being on the show, buddy. I appreciate it, and good luck with your other show. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm Dominion on Pago, so yes, I will be hunting this whole team down.
Bring
Later.
it. See ya.
I'll be hunting you, sir.
All right, so I am going to switch the overlay. While we're doing that, Rusty, what are your thoughts on the guild tax?
I think it's fine. I mean, when I started the guild, there was an option to change the guild tax. I had a choice between none, 3, and 5. And I thought to myself, whatever, I'll just set it to 5. Who cares?
Oh, so
And there was an option, I think, when you set it up. But like I've had some of the guys in guild complain that they wish that the guild tax was like 75%.
Yeah, they would rather put it at
More money than less money, just so that we
Really?
could fund things.
Yeah, so that we could fund things like doing raids and things like that and having all this stuff. We've actually had quite a bit of people who are like, yeah, we'd crank it up.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I
And
mean,
it makes it easier on us because we don't have to trek all the way to the guild bank every time we want to give it money.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, like the guild tax is awesome because like in Guild Wars 2, I remember. Do you remember that one guild we were part of, Striggs, where it was like
Yeah,
you
we-
had to give like a gold a week or something? It was just
I was fine with that because it's a gold.
Yeah, it's like it was easy to make. It didn't take a long time to really do much.
And because of the waypoints, it was easy to go to the bank and then do whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Weepy who mentioned it. I didn't know if I was going to call him out or not, but
Oh no. Here at Challenge Accepted, we call out our guild members. So-
Weepy
Yeah,
wanted-
yeah.
Give
If
100%.
you say something, it's
Mind,
your fault.
body, and soul, and wallet.
So
Oh,
so
I totally did not get a worm.
Sorry.
I haven't gotten a single worm tunnel for mining.
Oh, I'm so
I've
sorry
had
about
so
that.
many of them.
You
I haven't
suck.
gotten any either.
Nice. All right. So, I mean, like, as far as I don't know, guild tax is such a stupid argument, but this guy just seems a little butthurt, so that's okay. Whatever. Trolls will be trolls, I guess.
Oh, I didn't kill it in time. Apparently, that's a thing.
All right. So our last topic I want to go over is this gentleman here is going back to World of Warcraft, but he says that he was happy to support the developers of Carbine, and he goes by the name of Venrak, and his I mean,
We got a fucking stalker tank that doesn't use their threat.
Oh, that was a fun night. That was a good 3-hour dungeon.
Yeah, right. Like it took forever.
yeah.
And then we're like, oh, you're not using a builder. Good.
And then,
That's awesome.
well, I was like, everybody asked him, and he was like, yeah, I'm totally using them. And then later, when we just kept wiping, I was like, dude, are you using them? And he's like, oh no, I'm totally not. It's like, what?
For reference, they're not talking about me for once.
No. This is like non-guild member.
You know, it's funny that this post kind of came up because you see a lot of these stupid like "goodbye, this game is terrible" threads or like farewell threads, and they really just kind of are like asking for attention. And a lot of people are thinking, well, you're probably just on a guest account posting this because you want to be a troll. But I mean, he brings up some interesting points because. He decided to go back because he wanted to go back to a more casual playstyle possibilities for the game. And WildStar definitely caters to those casuals because you have so much to do other than endgame. I mean,
You know what though? Like, I'm doing talk radio right now and casually playing the game and questing and stuff like that. And I feel like there's too much content sometimes in this game.
Yeah.
Like, I look at that amount of content that I need to cover, and I'm like, oh man, this is
Yeah.
nuts.
But it sounded like he wanted dungeons that are easier.
Yeah.
And more well suited to people
Yeah.
who kind of just want to
Mhm.
chill.
Yeah, it sounded like he wanted the World of
You
Warcraft
can't do that in
dungeons
these dungeons.
where you could just pull everything at once with a paladin tank and heal everything with a druid and just kill it in 15 minutes and then move on.
I was a paladin tank.
Yeah, so was I. It was a
Paladin
lot of fun.
tanks are awesome.
They were awesome. But I mean,
That was
it's
a rogue tank.
It's the
there
worst
were-
thing you could have said.
a rogue tank was only back in Burning Crusade for a little bit before they nerfed the trig. So sorry. And, it's
I might tank Darthus.
shut up. It's an interesting kind of concept because he's like, I only got to level 15, where it's like that's kind of where the game stops giving you that tutorial kind of feel and really kind of gets you into the game itself. I mean, a lot of people argue that the first 15 levels need to grab you, but in WildStar you have to remember the game itself needs to be. It's a lot harder to do and a lot harder to learn. So the game does need to hold your hand a little bit for the first few levels. So
I think their tutorial is a bit overkill. Like,
it is. It is.
I will be really excited when they give you skip arc ship.
Yes, me too. Because I'm
They're gonna say, give me 3 levels, skip the arc ship. I don't need to do that crap.
yeah. Or I can just pay $60 and get my tune to level 90. I mean, either way, that's the thing.
I'm not surprised they're selling that because
No.
like they need to find another way to get more box price values out of their current customers.
No, I would definitely agree with that. I mean, if I was still playing World of Warcraft for 10 plus years, I'd be like, sweet, I can level my tunes to max level for $60. Okay, I mean that's a huge
Yeah.
time saver. But
And also, it's been 10 years, so it's like, I'm not going back. Like, I leveled characters a few times, and it's like,
it's a pain in the
why
ass.
do I have to go through Crossroads for the 800th time? I don't care anymore.
Oh, come on.
You just need a new tank.
You don't like Baron's Chat? Everyone loves Baron's Chat, man.
No, I love
Chat
Baron's
died
Chat.
when they split it.
Baron's Chat's gone now, so it's not even fun.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Cataclysm happened and wiped
Yeah.
all the trolls off. The face of the earth.
Deathwing!
Yeah, Deathwing's toe fungus. Woo! All right. So, anyone have anything to add to this? As far as I guess just kind of shooting off of what he was trying to say.
I see the validity in the statement and why we talked about it, but I feel that one of the posters who said, I don't go to Chili's, and then halfway through a meal say, I prefer the food
I
at
loved that
Applebee's.
post.
Look around. And I get that, like, why? Good for you, man, that the game's not working out. Awesome. No one needs to pat you on the back because you spend $60. Just
Mhm.
close your account, go back to your game, and leave. Like,
Yeah.
why are we going to make a big deal?
Mhm.
I
mean,
and that's my only issue with this whole article. This whole post is just like, okay, cool. You don't like the game. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are lots of people who like the game as it is, and there's lots of people who have things that they want to say about the game, and those
Well-
things do happen and change.
You know what I really
It
want?
wasn't more about him not liking the game, it's that he didn't feel he had the time or effort to sink into it.
Right, but
liked
he
it.
also didn't put the time or the effort in to attempt to like it. So I can't take that as a valid statement because you didn't
I'll agree with
put
you on
your
that.
part in to give your part back. You know.
Yep. No, I would definitely agree with that, Rusty. I think it's he was expecting something to happen without trying to really experience it for himself. Like he didn't even experience adventures or anything. He just kind of gave up.
Well, I
So-
just gave up, man. So why am I going to sit there and value his statement when he didn't value the thing that I value? You know what I mean? Like, I just
Yeah.
don't have patience for that.
No, yeah, that's completely fair. So I mean, whatever. People will be people, I guess, and that's just kind of the way it goes.
People will be people.
Darn right,
Humans
people.
are humans.
Humans are
It's
humans.
made of people.
Soylent Green.
Yeah, so before we go on to our patch notes, I want to say that if you guys are looking for a guild or anything, we are on the server Pago, Exiles PvP, and you should definitely join us. We have about 35 plus active members now, which
I think we're up to 40.
Oh, 40 now. That's excellent. Very, very active TeamSpeak.
Boom.
And I'm very impressed with how our community has been interacting with each other, and just it really has that old school MMO feel. I mean, have you guys really actually been enjoying communicating with guildmates and stuff again?
I love hanging out with our guild and TeamSpeak, and then
it's a
running a
lot
dungeon with our guys. It's great.
It's a lot of fun. It's a ton of fun.
And we rock Battlegrounds 15 to 29. Let me just say, we just got
Yeah.
bam, 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 bam in the face of
Yeah,
Dominion.
I
it's
love
pretty sick.
listening to Skelta and Weepy yell about everything in PvP, and I love hearing Weepy complain that Root's broken. That's my favorite thing. Every day I come in and Root's always broken.
Well, to be fair, Root is pretty broken. I
So
mean,
before I went on vacation, we had a PvP night, and we got into the freaking 15 level one. What was it?
yeah,
the-
it was,
yeah.
The
Don't
Sigma
remember
Halls
it.
thing.
Bloodsworn.
Yeah, that.
Also the
But
Bloodsworn.
we just rocked that battleground. It's like win after win after win, and not just it was a close victory. It's like it was brutal. We got every single achievement for that battleground that night.
It was. I mean, it's funny.
That
how,
changes after 30.
yeah.
Once you get out of that bracket, that was our worst one as Exiles.
Yeah,
Well, no,
I
you're
am.
not in the
I
group.
am disappointed you guys are out of my bracket because I was like, oh, we should group PvP. I can earn guild stuff and PvP stuff at the same
Yeah.
time.
Gaining renown
I'm
both by
working
playing
on
with
it.
the
I'm
group
like-
is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like 4 levels away from being in your bracket.
Yeah. I'm 7.
No, wait, you're-
So.
I'm level 27. We can PvP
Oh, we're in the
together,
same
dude.
bracket. We can play
Yep.
together.
Yeah, they're all out, so we could do this after the stream.
Yeah.
But if anybody's on Pago Exiles, they can group up with us, and we can.
Can we
the
just put a
page.
shout out? Can we just mention Skelta's amazing Hillbilly Heaven?
Yes, we can.
Can we just
Yes,
talk
we
about
can.
that for a minute?
Yes.
Yeah,
go ahead.
actually.
What is this?
All right. So
it is. It's just an amazing house that he's made.
it's amazing. So most of us have done some housing, and it's been okay. It's been decent. I throw stuff in my house, and it's pretty awesome. But if you go to Skelta's house, it is. He just at one point he's like, "Oh, this spaceship is going to be the most redneck thing I could come up with." And over the past couple of days, actually since we've gotten housing, he has turned this into the most horrifying redneck heaven. I mean, there's piles of burning tires. There's a wrecked spaceship on it now, but it's like the small details. He's got like just a couch outside with beer cans all over the floor, and he's got a kiddie pool with just beer cans all over it. Like, it is one of the best places to go. I mean, he's got no challenges, and I still show up every day just to look to see what he's added. And he's got trees growing out of it.
That's awesome.
Anyone who's on our server is an exile. You should go check it out. Hillbilly Heaven. I think it's open now,
Mhm.
and just take a look at it. I mean, it's been a work for him. I see that, him and Weepy have been working on it. No Goth's put some stuff into it.
The
And
best
it's-
part about it is
it's the
the
best.
best part about it is in TeamSpeak, they're like, all right, well, if you turn it sideways 45 degrees, you can make it look even better. They're talking scientifical equations of how to make it just look even better. And it's a hillbilly thing. It's awesome.
2 days later, you'll hear he's like, I can't believe no one noticed that I put the crocodile rug in the barbecue. No one's even said anything about it. And you go back and you're like, oh my god, there is an alligator in the
Yeah.
barbecue.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's done a great job. I'm just
I haven't seen it in a while. I should go take.
Oh,
some
you need
pictures.
to go
it's
check it
awesome.
out.
I
It's
tweeted
awesome.
it out, and Stephen Frost was like, "Kick the tires and burn the fires."
I'm actually going to be doing a spotlight video on his house here in next
Oh, good.
week. So,
Oh,
we'll
beautiful.
retweet that out.
but we've exhausted all the topics that we've had today, but we do still have our patch notes. So, Shriggs, remember the purple text and go ahead with your.
Oh yeah, the rewrite.
And Baz, I hope you also remember what we discussed.
About not ruining any of your jokes.
You're a comedy black hole.
I know. I'm terrible.
Okay, guys, time for the patch notes. So hello again. I hope everyone has enjoyed launch. I know we have. A while ago, we mentioned that we wouldn't add too much world PvP objectives at launch. The reason for that is we wanted to get the metrics to see where players like to congregate and mix it up with a little PvP action. Well, a week's good enough for me. Let's get started. All servers have been changed to PvP. Suck it, Care Bears. The data is showing an influx of level 50 players PvPing in White Veil. To encourage community growth, we have added a ton of quests to kill level 30 and lower players. We're sure this is the right direction to go. Quest Hub guard levels have been dropped 5 levels below the zone level. Nameplates have been updated to fluffy cupcake squads. So have fun not having any safe places to be.
Which needs to be our arena team, by the way.
Fluffy Cupcake Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I already made that name.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go.
They're done.
Let's see here. To help facilitate these changes, we have added a new progression model. Any level 50 player that loses to a lower level is down level to 50 or to level 5.
Wow.
You don't get to gank and suck.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you're level 50 and you're losing to like a level 23, then there's a problem.
Right?
Which is what happened to that poor soul that we kind of
Well, the
mobbed.
lowest of us was 26.
But doesn't matter. We still kicked the butt. So.
The action safe zones are now all enclosed in metal cages, shaped like the Thunderdome. For every 3 that go in, 1 comes out.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday at the Thunderdome.
Oh, man. Yeah, back there.
And finally, lots of players of both factions like going into dungeons at the same time. So now players can warp into opposing control of the instance. This also applies to raids and adventures.
Now, see, this is the thing that I'm most interested about because, like, does this mean that we'll actually get to like gank people as they're fighting bosses? Like, they're not like specific about that. So if that's the case, then I know I'm gonna be finding.
Dark Age of Camelot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shut up, Shriggs. I hate you. Oh well. So
Now can we go on to the secret topic?
no,
No, no.
we can't.
No, we can't.
No, we cannot go on to secret topic.
No, there's no secret topics. It wasn't on the patch notes.
Gary,
It was earlier, but Vaz removed it.
Tyremus,
No,
hang up.
Put it in
The
there.
guys
Tyremus,
removed it.
Tyremus, hang up on Shriggs right now. Oh crap, that's funny. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for watching the show. As always, we do appreciate your continued support. Follow us on Twitter at Challenge Failed. Follow us on Facebook /Facebook or Facebook.com/Challenge Accepted. No E's and Accepted. Check out our website, which will be updated soon. We've been just really busy with everything as far as like the game launching and everything, but we've got a lot of really cool content planned for you. ChallengeAccepted.com, no E's and Accepted. If you guys are looking for to do some writing or content or drawings or anything WildStar related, we would love to have you a part of our content creation staff. And
Yeah, we need writers.
Yeah, we
I wanna
definitely need-
stop having to come up with excuses why I didn't write an article this week.
Yeah, yeah, I need to start.
There was a
doing
meteor in my backyard, so I gotta go deal with that, Jack.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry that
Tyremus,
Shrews'
I want
meteor
to.
ate my thing.
I want to point out that you said you need to start writing like 4 months in a row now, and you still
Yeah, I
haven't
know, I
written a
wrote-
single article.
That's not true. The
Oh, you
first
have?
article posted
Oh
is
yeah, that's
mine.
right. Yeah, that's right. That's, yeah.
It's just- I-
In Ty's
I just did.
defense, though, most of the writing he does is back-end work
Yeah,
for the
that's true.
website.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, geez, look at that black plague over there. That's something else I have to deal with now.
I guess I can't write that article.
All right, but we're on the server Pego, Exiles for life as always.
Yeah, we have a forums. Feel free to join them. Nobody uses them except to apply for the guild. So there's stuff there. I use them. I post
Which,
them
by the
all
way,
the time. If you
Applying
want
for the
to-
guild is a joke. It's just so that we know that you're not a robot.
Yeah.
That's all
it's,
that matters.
It's just there so that we don't oh my, a challenge. I mean
Did you accept it?
I mean, not a challenge accepted. Yeah, good
challenge
segue.
accepted.
Challenge accepted. I mean, challenge accept. Yeah, all right. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. That's it. That's all. We'll see you guys next week. I'm not sure what the topic's going to be, but they're going to be awesome. So. Oh, also, if you guys want to be on the show, you don't have to be a popular celebrity in the WildStar community. You can just be a community member. Hit us up on our contact tab on our website and give us some topics you want to talk about, and we'll pencil you in for a show to be on a guest. So, or a guest to be on the show.
That's you in to be a show on the guest.
Show on the guest.
I would
yeah.
love to be a show on your guest.
Shut up. All right, guys. God bless. See you guys in Nexus. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Have a good
Guys,
one.
more justice.
Gosh dang it. I hate you, Shrigs. Bye, everybody.